Welcome again, everyone. Let It Fly on Fridays with me, Jerry. Number 36, I think. I have to go back through and check my list. But 11 June 2021, and I gotta say, you guys and me deserve better. Thanks, Woods. I'm enjoying my adult beverage in my holder. I deserve better because in my last couple videos, I had a Wrangler emblem. And for those of you who have been on the channel for a while, you know my aversion to Dodge Wranglers. And not one of you gave me any shit. I am offended. Sirs, ma'ams, people. But you guys deserve better because I'm late. I have been painting and enjoying, or trying to enjoy, the last Friday of unemployment before I start my new job on Monday. So, Mama gave me some things. I had some things. Thanks to a lot of your comments, I got a vehicle done that I didn't even know was going to be a project until I started thinking about it. Now it's done. So the next time you will see it, hint, hint, will be in a driving video. But I'll cover a little bit of that later. So now, because I forgot last week, and I still had voting, this week, I let it go. The course name. The winner is the jerry-rigged Versaplex submitted by Indigo Creek Trading Company. Congratulations, Steve. Get with my email. Shoot me one with your address. You're getting some stickers, buddy. It wasn't an official competition, but there was a lot of names in the hat. And the jerry-rigged Versaplex won in a landslide, which worked out good because I actually liked it a lot. It makes me giggle every time I say it. So, remember, Steve, get in the email. It'll be down there in the subscription, or in the description. Shoot me an email. I will send you out some stickers. So, this has been popping up in the comment section a lot. For those of you that don't know, and I don't know for sure, but there has been rumors that the RC companies are experiencing problems getting materials. And by materials, I mean all their RC trucks that are made in China, the factories are not able to get the metal, the plastics. So, if you've been shopping around at your favorite RC store, or your hobby shop seems to be a little lacking, the RC companies are now getting hit. And this all goes back to the China virus, which was shutting everything down. And hopefully, we can't cure the flu, but supposedly, or the common cold, but supposedly, we got the shots for this thing now, that everyone I know who's gotten it has gotten sick. So it's always nice when you're not sick to go get something to keep you from getting sick, and you get sick. Deathly ill. So, moving on from that, hopefully we can start ramping up this manufacturing, because I don't need a full-size truck, but you know, I like to make sure I can get my RC stuff, and I have had things from Japanese companies, American companies that have been back ordered for months. So it's hitting everybody now. So don't get discouraged. Don't automatically assume that the company is leaving you hanging because they're not providing product. They're having a hard time. So let's buy what we can get and help them along. Now, I felt this was necessary because, as you saw in my last table talk, I took my boat out. Now, I don't know, for those of you who have never taken a ship out or a boat out to the pond, there is a certain kind of relaxation that you don't get when you're driving your trucks. You know, your trucks, you're constantly worrying about, am I going to hit this? Am I going to hit that? You know, am I going to strip some gears out? No. Take a folding chair out to the pond, throw your boat in, and so I figured for you guys this weekend, I'll have a boat video, which I'm going to apologize in advance because I have never made a boat video. So, first of all, it's not that close to you. Second of all, you're worried about your camera rig, your radio, anything falling in the water. I'm sure I should have used the zoom, but we'll call this one a lesson learned, and it's only 3 minutes you have to endure, so humor me, if you will. But also in the boat section. So I'm in Alaska now, but I grew up from the age of 10 to 18. We had a cabin, and my dad had to go to the cabin every weekend regardless. We'd have to shovel our way into the wintertime, 2 hours after work, especially in the summertime. My mom, she retired, so I was trapped. But meanwhile, the Great Lakes. When you hear me talk about lakes and my Blue Devil destroyer sinking in a lake, the Great Lakes are like the ocean. From the shore of our cabin, you could not even see the other side of the lake. Where you could see the horizon was where the shipping lanes were. So, once again, that is an impressive lake. And we were limited as kids. 2 miles, we had references on the shore because we were in a bay. We had references on the shore. If you were rowing, 2 miles was as far as you could go. If you had the motor, you could go 5 miles. Because if you saw a dark cloud on the horizon, at 5 miles with a 15 horsepower Evinrude is what I think we had. When you saw that on the horizon, by the time you reeled in your fishing poles, pulled your fish in the boat, started that motor, and made your way in, by the time you hit the shore, those clouds were on you. And man, we used to take our inner tubes out in that water, and that would literally throw you on the shore. So, man, living in Alaska, these lakes, it doesn't even matter if it's the end of spring. Them sons of bitches are cold. As I learned the first time I had to jump in the water to go get an RC boat that ceased to function, the middle of the pond. Since then, I always bring a fishing pole and a sinker because you'll always get your boat in that way. and it'll make you a better fisherman. Just saying. Oh, I guess we covered that one. About the boat. Now, I'll tell you, I took the boat out yesterday. And today was full of what I was going to do. And I still have to go out to my truck and bring the Gladiator back in, because I never managed to get... I was going to take it out to the trail that I originally built it for, but I got building in the shop. So, but back to the boat. I brought my folding chair out. I had a couple of sodas with me. Folding chair out. Just driving that boat. What did I take? A couple of these 8.4 nickel metals Racer's Edge battery packs, which these things last forever, with two 390 motors, and then it's a boat, so even when it starts going slow, it's still going. So get yourself a boat. If you've never had a boat, go find you a secret pond somewhere. Like mine, I went early in the morning. There was nobody there. And it was quiet. Oh, it was beautiful. But moving on to the project, you saw it on Table Talk. Now, I know some of you, when you seen it on Table Talk, you were like, this guy takes forever to get his builds done. I'm not going to get too excited. Boom! It's done already. The Cross HG combo. Took the bed off. Might use that for something else. Put the HG hitch on it. Put the HG rack that comes on the 802. I just removed all the crap off of it. Got my box mounted up for my battery. So boom. And it's already been out. Driving along. You're going to get a video tomorrow. But I will tell you, for those of you who don't have crosses, I have had this truck for years. So this project gave me the opportunity. I went in. I never liked... If you guys have ever bought one of these Tactic radios, the TT-X300, it has got the lamest third channel on it. It's just a pain. Well, I said I had my new kit coming in the mail, which actually shipped today from Amazon after I ordered it on the 30th of May. Doesn't require a third channel. So I took the 3-channel radio, the Spectrum, which, hey, I've said things about Spectrum. Other people have said things about Spectrum. What the hell? What did I do with the damn thing? Right here. The SLT3. It was cheap. I think it's like less than 50 bucks. 3 channels. I bought it for the wife. She doesn't need it in her Dyna head that she still hasn't built. But the Cross has a 2-speed tranny on it. The shifting servo that was in it was an old Traxxas waterproof one, and it was done. So I've really, the last couple years, I haven't used the 2-speed at all. So now it's got a new radio in it. It's got a new shifting servo. That truck deserved an upgrade. Now, the Tamiya trucks don't even compare to it. And I think it would give the HG 802 a run for its money now, because this thing is fabulous. The HZ6, if you've never had one or you never thought about a Cross, that is an excellent starting point. I think now they're only like $600. And you have to build, it's a kit, and it's a pretty damn good kit. I'm not going to say everything is metal, but even you've got plastic fuel tanks, plastic steps, but all the brackets that hold everything on it is metal. And now that I've overhauled it, lubed up the drive shafts, you know, as long as you get it and take it apart, because it comes with like the trannies built and the differential or the axles are all built, rip those things apart, put some grease in them, your own grease, not China grease. So now that's a super China combo, is what we maybe call it. All right, well, I'm not going to take up any more time on that. It's going to have its own video. But I've gotten a few questions in the comments. I've got some of you that have my emails and send me emails. The new job. And I'm not ashamed to talk about it because I'm actually really excited. So, being a mechanic for 30 years, my body can't handle it anymore. Getting an auto parts store job was perfect for me. Now, I had a couple of bites, had a couple interviews. I interviewed at Napa, talked to some people at AutoZone, but O'Reilly's is where it's at. Now, my wife's worked for O'Reilly's and she's worked for AutoZone. And the company of O'Reilly's, she loved them. So, when I talked to Napa, they wanted to take my knowledge of automobiles and use it in the store to help train up the other employees, give me a crappy shift that was weird, and lowball me. O'Reilly said, "What do you want?" I said what I wanted. They said, "No problem. Oh, and you're going to get commission because we want you as the wholesale," or it's not the wholesale, it is the commercial manager, number 3 in the store. I get to talk to those people in the shops. Those are my customers. The people speaking my language. I don't have to dumb it down to talk to Joe Snuffy off the street. No offense, but to have my knowledge confirmed and to want to put it to use for the store, which doesn't open till September because it's a brand new store here in North Pole where I live, 4 miles away. Oh, my wife was envious. She's got a 15, 16 mile drive in the morning. I'm going to have a 4 mile drive. And it's a brand new market. Shops that are out here, you know, we're 12 to 15 miles away from town, from Fairbanks. So there's a lot of shops out here. New market. New people I'm going to get to interact with, new shops that I'm not used to dealing with. Oh, it's going to be fabulous. I love it. So there it is, the new job, commercial manager, O'Reilly's Auto Parts in North Pole, Alaska. So beware, all you shops. After September, oh no, actually before September, we're going to be coming out to see you. Now, I don't have any new channels, but you guys, you got to go over to Adventure Time RC. He got me going with the boats this week, and then he does another boat today with the first person view, driving out in the pond, in the river, with the little action figure. Oh, it was great. Just cruising around in the boat. God, the friggin' mosquitoes in my workshop. So if you haven't already checked out Adventure Time, he's kind of like me. He does a bit of everything. And that'll give me a little bit of a rant. You know, I'm sorry. I don't understand some of the channels. You know, what I strove to do on this channel was to always mention new channels. You guys hear about the other channels I interact with. You know, and it just blows my mind that more people don't do this. You know, I don't think I'm an innovator, but it was something I saw that was missing. And I think it's terrific. You know, I love, you know, That's My RC and MPK Hobby RC, RC Nexter, J Sinister Productions, Hello RC. You know, Hello RC and J Sinister were a lot smaller than me when I first met them. Now they're bigger than me, and I don't give a shit. You know, as long as, you know, people, I mean, I've got 3 new people, and one of them's not even really new. He just changed up his channel name. But, you know, it's the same cast characters. And I love it because, you know, I'm to the point where I can go through my list for the week and see commenters, and I know who you are. I know your name. Some of you I know your real names, not your YouTube names. And I love it. It's the little community. We're all together. You know, what cracks me up the best, I swear to God, Hello RC, once he brought his wife on there, his channel makes me giggle my ass off all the time. His wife is so funny. That's for you, Liz. So, there's a little bit of a rant, but let's move on to the shout outs. Stevenston RC Guy, BCRC, RC World Shop. I guess I had to update. I've got to become more fancy. RC World Shop was wanting to know about Instagram. And I didn't remember that for some competition, some contest. I think it was Proline. I had to start an Instagram thing. I didn't even know I had an Instagram until RC World Shop brought it up. Thanks, buddy. Man, thanks, Woods. So that's it. Another one in the can. I apologize for the lateness, but I will try to get this uploaded as quick as possible. And I will talk to you next week for number 37. Thanks, everyone.